Yo guys, what is good? Welcome back on the Uncle Sharma channel. An episode of Scout Report because it looks like, don't want to jinx it, Inter are close to making a new centre-back signing, a young German centre-back called Yann Bisseck. It's a guy that I've never heard of before, and that's exactly the type of signing I wanted Inter to make. If you've been following my channel, my live streams for a while, this is what I call scouting. It's like, yeah, Julian Alvarez, Enzo Fernandez, Frattesi, Scalvini. These guys, that's not scouting. I can do that scouting. I can watch these guys. Scouting is finding these gems that from leagues that you don't watch, from teams that you don't watch, that you've never heard of for low prices. This is scouting. Never heard of this guy, but bring him in. So this guy plays in the Danish League for Aarhus. So it's a league that I don't watch and even wanted to. I can't seem to find any real full matches of this guy. So we're going to rely on some scouting reports and obviously YouTube videos. But contrary to what most people think, I don't think YouTube compilations are bad. It's just that if you form your opinion around the compilation, then it's wrong. And you also have to take into account that it's highlights of the player. So it doesn't include the lowlights and the weaknesses. But anyway, let's get into it. Here are all the reports are pointing towards Inter very, very close to making this signing official. According to reports, Inter Milan will trigger the release clause of the young German, as reported here by Sempre Inter via Di Marzio. So according to Di Marzio, Inter will pay the 7 million euros to unlock the signing of Bisseck. By the way, the name Bisseck as well just sounds like he's a baller. Like, you know what I mean? Like Yann Bisseck, Nicolo Barella, Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, phonetically, some names just like sound like this guy is a baller. Even it might be crap, but this guy sounds exactly like a baller. So I'm sold on that front. And yeah, the article talks about, you know, this guy's journey until now has been quite interesting. He's been going around the block. Coln's youth ranks, where he started before embarking on the European tour that saw him represent a host of clubs. Last summer, he joined Aarhus in Denmark, but still managed to gain attention from top suitors despite playing in a relatively small league. The German also has a knack for scoring, producing 5 goals and 3 assists over all competitions last season. Bisseck would practically replace Skriniar, who will leave the club. Well, I don't know about that. You know, a 21, 22-year-old centre-back coming in from the Danish League to replace Skriniar. I'm not sure about that. I think this guy, if he comes in, is potentially more of a D'Ambrosio replacement if he doesn't renew his contract. But here you can see in terms of his journey throughout what they were saying, you know, this guy started off early, 100% starting 11, by the way, this season for Aarhus, 100% of minutes. So he's very, very important for them. You can see he's played across all back. And yeah, here is we see he's moved around a lot. Started off at Köln, debuted very young in the Bundesliga. So, you know, he was one of those guys that got a bit of hype in Germany when he first debuted. But then, you know, football careers are never that linear. This is not, you know, FIFA. This guy's had to work hard to get his opportunities and grow. Moved around in Germany, then even went to the Netherlands for a little bit, then even went to Portugal on loan, and then returned to Germany. Then they loaned him to Aarhus, and then they finally bought him. And it seems like this was his breakthrough season finally. And he is a German under-21 national. Let's read some scouting reports here, courtesy of the Nordic Football Data on Twitter, who wrote a great little thread on this guy to let us know what type of player he is. So Bundesliga debutant, as I said, for FC Köln at age of 16. So, you know, he was one of those young hyped players, displaying excellent physique. I mean, that's what you can see, guys. The pictures and the videos of this guy. This guy is an absolute unit. I'm sure at youth level he was probably bullying the players, but even at adult level, you'll see in the videos he looks absolutely massive. And this is the interesting visual report here. So he's been playing in a 3-man defense, but as you can see from the heat map on the left hand side, even though he's right-footed, he's been playing on the left hand side. So this is quite similar to Scalvini, actually, Atalanta. He's been playing that type of position, almost as an inverted centre back, you could say. So you can see where he stands out in terms of ball carrying, attacking threat, ball retention. I want to know actually what these per 90 in terms of percentiles, if these have been compared to, top 5 league players, centre backs, or is it within the Danish league, these percentiles? But anyway, we'll get into it. You can see where he stands out. Aerial duels, 166%, ranks really, really well in that. Accurate passes to the final third, accurate passes, accurate forward passes, dribbles per 90, 1.2. That is massive. That is loads for a centre back. Accelerations per 90, progressive runs per 90, successful dribbles 69%. These are really, really impressive numbers in terms of going forward. He doesn't stand out for defensive metrics too much, but again, it's that more depends on the team that you play for rather than the metrics themselves. Nordic Football Data goes on to say, with his dependable passing ability, he was an accuracy rate of 89%. The steady input is key in aiding AGF to control the ball, stabilize possession, so he is good on the ball. Combination of speed and strength makes him a crucial player in defending large areas of the field. That's another thing in terms of profile, guys. I've been saying, not just this year, but more and more this year, you watch this. Inzaghi wants to play with a higher line. He wants to, for 60-70% of the Campionato, the Serie A, you are going to be dominating possession, so you do need to play with a higher line. Yes, you also need to be able to play with a deeper line, but we know that what Inzaghi wants, we were trying to sign Bremer last year. That shows that's the type of defender he needs, defenders that are able to defend in open spaces. And this guy, his ability allows to maintain a high defensive line, enabling pressure from the back line. He frequently finds himself in solo encounters with limited backup. That's what playing a high line means. Aerial ability, commanding stature on the field, 1.96 meters. He is massive, as I said, 66% in aerial challenges. And now improvement areas. To elevate his game, Bisseck could focus his ability to penetrate defensive line with through passes, an area where he currently lags with a success rate of only 6.8%. Oh, that is very low. Bisseck is the perfect demonstration of sometimes it's worth taking a step back in order to catapult forward again. Several Bundesliga clubs are being mentioned as the next step, or even Inter Milan, and Bisseck is ready to step forward again. I agree. That's what I was saying. Football careers are not linear. Sometimes you need to take a few bumps along the way of your journey, and that probably made him a better player and a better, man, moving around countries, developing, being humbled maybe a couple of times here and there has helped him. And Eintracht Frankfurt apparently are one of the teams interested in him. And if we look at their track record, it's pretty good. Quick, in terms of the Danish league, I was interested. So looking at the country coefficients, if you're talking about downsides, Danish league ranks very, very low. I thought maybe it could be, a top 10 or top 12 league, but actually, if we go by the UEFA coefficients, which it's not the be-all end-all of everything, but it shows something in terms of competitiveness, and is 17th ranked currently in the UEFA coefficients, below the Ukraine league and the Czech league and the Nordic league, Norway league. So not a great league, to be honest. And as we'll get into now in the video, he's been dominating that league. But even Danish fans looking online on Twitter, underneath this Romano tweet was also confirming Inter expected to pay his release clause. You can see Danish fans are saying, I can tell you this guy is amazing. His drive with the ball, physicality, pace, he's got it all. Great in the air, in the duels. Inter have got a great player for present and future. Best Dane centre-back in the Danish league ever, this guy Chris says. I bet he's quite young in terms of age. I'm sure there must be some better all-time centre-backs in the Danish league from like the 90s or 2000s. But you can see our boy Navon, who actually pointed this tweet out to me, shouts out to him. He remembers him from his time in Germany, and he's asking, he's made a step up, and he's like, yeah, he's actually insane. All the Danish fans have known for months and months that we should enjoy him because he's way too good for this league. So yeah, let's take a look at the compilations. Shouts out to the YouTube channel Scandinavian Scout, who made this video. And yeah, let's get into it. You can see the first clip straight away. This is a goal he scores from outside the box. Look at the drive. Look at the power he brings. you just, when you see, as I say, it looks like he's playing with kids. This is an adult league, and it looks like double the size compared to some of the guys here. Aerial ability, as we said. Let me just get back. Good finish there in the air. Ice cold celebration. Look at that, playing in that inverted role, even though he's, right-footed, playing on the left, making that run in behind a bit like Bastoni, and crossing with his left as well, accurate cross with his left. So, very, very good technical ability for his size. Ability to receive under pressure. Again, look at that, driving out with the ball, progressive carry, and then keeping possession. Very, very good. Very calm under pressure. You can tell, look how calm he is even when he's being pressed. Not flustered. Able to use his left foot as well. Look at that, because you need if you play on the left, you need to be playing that. I do think he will come. I do think if you're a right-footed centre back, though, you should be playing on the right of a three, to be honest. So let's see if he is signed where he will play for Inter. Decent block there. Let's see what else we've got. You can just see him when he comes in the picture. Look at that. He just looks double the size. Look at that touch there. Let me bring him back. Very classy. I mean, I'm sure Inzaghi will try to get some of these, in the Serie A. You can't be so relaxed to be playing back heels at the back on the back lines. I'm sure the coaching staff will try to get that out of him. Again, dominating in the air. Easy work for him out there. Look at this again, driving from the back. The athleticism, the sheer athleticism. He doesn't score off this, but you can just see, not just in terms of pace as well, but it looks like he's got good stamina. Like you make these 60, 70 yard runs. Again, look at that touch under pressure, just completely dominating the guys. Obviously, it won't be that easy for him if he comes to Serie A. If he comes across an Mbala, Enzola, a Boulaye Dia, guys that know how to use their body against them. It's a different ball game. Guys that are smart, Immobile, guys that know how to win fouls against you. But you can see he's just very comfortable playing in 1v1 situations where he's a little bit exposed. They're using, again, biding his time, not diving in. He just looks he looks very impressive. Again, the league quality isn't that good. Here, he misses the tackle, but then he recovers. The recovery speed as well. This is something that no Inter player has in our team. No one has this recovery speed. No Bastoni, no Acerbi, not De Vrij, not D'Ambrosio. Darmian a little bit, but even he, is 33 now. Skriniar used to have it a little bit as well. If we had to pick probably one guy, again, his one's also been dwindling. But this is something that definitely Bisseck can add to this team, that recovery speed when you're in trouble at times. Once the Inter centre-backs get beaten, there's no way they're recovering. Moving on further, let's see what this clip is. Maybe aerial duel again, yeah. A good reading of the game, covering the angles, reading the cross trajectory well. Again, good block there. This should be a good progressive pass, yeah. Lovely cross to the back post. I mean, it could even be a thing, the playing him as an inverted centre back. To be honest, it adds a different dimension, doesn't it? A different angle. Look at that power, just recovering there. Now look, because stamina-wise, he's made that tackle, but he's also ready to run forward. He's got the aerobic ability to run forward. Look at that, once again, recovery ability in trouble, but he's able to get out of trouble quickly thanks to his athleticism and determination. Not just athleticism. You have to work hard to make some of these balls. And they're great block. He's willing to get those dirty slide tackles in to just make sure he blocks the shots. And again, receiving under pressure, but able to drive with the ball. Of course, he'll have to learn to drive out at the right times. And I'm sure playing in these lower leagues, there'll definitely have to be work done on the training ground. But if we sign him, Inzaghi, there has to be some commitment from Inzaghi to develop this guy. You cannot have him playing 600, 700 minutes like Bellanova did this year, or Aslani. That's not the way to develop play. Of course, it's on him as well, Yann, when he comes in. Pre-season is very important. Impress early, work hard in pre-season and those matches, because you get playtime in pre-season and you have to impress and keep working hard in training. Take advantage of this massive opportunity that he is about to get. And yeah, 7 million euros release clause, probably be paid around, I don't know, 500k, 1 million euros. Even if it's more, these are the type of deals Inter should be making. Cost effective, young, with upside. If Eintracht sign him, we know he has a decent season next year in Bundesliga, price goes up to 30-40 million straight away. Whereas, we could do that now and maybe make some money off him in the future, or he becomes a stalwart at the back, or just a reliable, alternative to the guys, which is also something we need. So let's see what happens. Again, I hope I don't jinx it, but this is a signing I am in favor of. Hopefully we pull it off. Let me know what you think, guys, of Yann Bisseck. What do you make of these scouting reports, the videos, the highlights? And yeah, keep a lookout on the channel. Of course, transfer market will keep us busy. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Ciao ragazzi, Forza Inter.